Mm. Hello, thank you so much for joining me here for uncovering a little more about Voice of the Goddess. So feel free to use the chat function and ask me any questions you would like. Voice of the Goddess is one of the one of my most favorite containers. We journey for 6 months together. It's very deep, it's joyous, it's a profound and moving journey through the elements and our heart space and all of the places in between. I designed this so that you can access the magical elements of life and of yourself, and also be able to embody the elements into your everyday life. Because I think sometimes I find that we learn all of these wonderful techniques and ways of doing things, or we go to courses and beautiful retreats and meditations, and then there's like this gap between sitting in sacred space and living everyday life. And Voice of the Goddess is designed to guide you into a deeply enriching experience of embodying those aha moments and what you receive and what you truly desire. So each month we go through the different elements, so earth, fire, air, water, and akasha, and we explore essential oils in each of those, creating beautiful blends, working with the essential oils, getting in touch with the spirit of the plants, their voice, and how they move us. We have cacao ceremony. We have beautiful ways of connecting with our inner voice and the wise one within us, right? That knows and sees what, I guess, what knows and sees what the path forward, what it is we're here for, and remembers that. And Voice of the Goddess is about coming back to that beautiful remembrance, the return home to love. Let me just have a look in the chat for that question. I would love to hear more about Voice of the Goddess, and I'm happy to listen to you. Okay, so yeah, so then Voice of the Goddess, for instance, we start in the earth element, and this is one of the books we use as our text for those that love essential oils and connecting with the plants. It's a book that I've written with my beautiful soul brother Adam Barrelay, and we also connect with Mama Gaia herself. And in listening to the voice of the plants and Mama Gaia, what happens is it enriches our experience to listen to us. Simultaneously, over the 6 months, we are bringing in these beautiful light codes, high activation codes. They live within us. You don't need anyone to do this for you. I'm just here kind of nudging you along to remember. So for instance, in earth, it's the love and wisdom codes. So how can we go into a deeper space of love within ourselves and with life, deeper gratitude, wisdom sinking into our womb. Sometimes that requires womb trauma release or womb work, sacred womb journeys. And why do I say sometimes? It's because in each session we get together over the 6 months every fortnight, every Saturday, and I actually go into a very open, what I guess humans would call channeling space. I don't leave the building. I'm fully present in my body with this. I've been in this space since I was a little girl, able to go in and out at will. And really what it is I open my heart and myself to pure love and to the Akashic records, and let the wisdom flow through me from that space. It's very powerful and very potent. So having said that, my heart's open to all of you that are here present with me in Voice of the Goddess. And so I'm bringing through what's needed in that circle, in that space, in that moment. I don't come with a big agenda of I have to tick this box, and this box, and have it all covered. I actually come with the intention to serve the higher good of all that are showing up for this call. All calls are recorded. If there's a call that you miss and can't watch, the recording's there, and I just invite you to watch it in the 2-week space between each of the live calls so you don't fall too far behind. We have a dedicated portal called Thinkific, which will hold all of the recordings and all of the resources. I've written manuals and beautiful ebooks for your journey in Voice of the Goddess to guide you through a deeper embodiment journey. And because this is about the return to love and bringing the practical and the magical together into your living space, your body, your home, your life, then you will find that these manuals and the resources that we pop in are useful to you. We use a lot of movement, we use the breath, essential oils, sacred sound. So I have beautiful sacred bowls you'll see behind me. I have gongs and crystal bowls. I have chalices, lots of different instruments, and we really work with this instrument here, the instrument that is God-given, goddess-given to all of us. And the Voice of the Goddess is about opening yourself to the voice of the Goddess from within you, the voice of your inner knowing, your wisdom. So you're not relying on anyone else. By the end of the journey, we go through earth, fire, air, water, akasha. Each of them, we explore the different elements within them, the different essential oils within them, the different codes coming in, so that we're unlocking 12 plus strands of our DNA. We're activating the crystalline structure of our cells, of our DNA, of our whole self. So we're coming back to our truth. We are divine and human in this lifetime, and it's about living as that harmoniously. It's time for us to claim that space. So simple, beautiful journeys, devotionals. By the end of the journey, you will have participated in 3 online retreats. The first one is a chakra retreat. So where our normal sessions go for 2 hours each, and I will say sometimes it goes over time because we're in the middle of something quite deep. So I will never cut it off just to say, okay, we only have 2 hours. You're welcome to leave at the end of the 2 hours, of course, but then most people will stay because we're right in something juicy. And then what I do is I turn off the recording, and we have a beautiful time then to unfold and for each of you to share, to journey more deeply without the recording on. And I find a lot of the magic happens here actually. For the retreats, instead of it being 2 hour sessions, we have 3 hour sessions. So the first one is on the chakras, and we go way beyond the 7 chakras, about 25 chakras we cover, with mudras, with sound, so mantras, tones, color, essential oils, you know, which ones to align with which chakra, blends. What else do I do? Cycling the energy and looking at when a chakra is out of balance and in balance, and how to bring them into a balanced state and how to work with those imbalances. We also have a beautiful aromatherapy retreat. This goes into, I'm a clinical aromatherapist, so I go into the physical benefits of the plants, a little bit on the chemistry and how that benefits. We take a deep dive into the spiritual aromatherapy, because that's my joy. That's my jam right there, spiritual aromatherapy. And there's a beautiful manual guiding you. I've done a wheel that connects you with the oils and the elements and different times of the year and working with them. It's a nice thick manual. And then the final retreat is, to me, one of the greatest gifts I can give you. It is to teach you, help you remember how to read your own Akashic records. Now, what are the Akashic records? If you imagine, it's like a universal library which contains all of the details of your lifetimes, past, present, and future. Now, I know not everyone believes in past lifetimes, but if you believe in a soul, it's your soul's experiences, your soul's wisdom. And I help you to remember how to go to that place and help you to activate healing from that place, ask questions and receive responses in that place. Work with grace points. We work with really beautiful prayers to summon grace to you for healing, for clearing entities, beings out of your life, out of your home, you know, clearing spaces. And what I do with that retreat, that final retreat, where the other 2 or 3 hours, this one is we do the first weekend, 3 hours on Saturday and 3 hours on Sunday. And that time zone is for, of course, the Australians and Kiwis, but also the Americans and Canadians. And then another weekend is for the Aussies and Kiwis, and then also UK and Europe, because I want you to attend those lives and you receive a certificate of completion at the end of that. You have full support with that, and it's a really beautiful place to be. And then we come together in full circle and a closing ceremony for Voice of the Goddess. So it is a very potent, very powerful container. It is all about the return home to love, the return home to your truth. It is a place of community gathering. You will find yourself meeting the most beautiful fellow sisters in there. Bonds are being forged in this space. This is the third time I've run Voice of the Goddess, and I am overcome by the breadth and depth of connection and bonds and emotionality that exists between the women. It is truly a beautiful place, deeply healing, deeply nourishing, and super empowering, because you're coming back to your truth, you're coming back to your power, your potency, your magic, and opening yourself to be receptive to embracing a new way of being. We work rather than with the past, we work a lot with creating future memories and altering your frequency in the here and now, so that you can become the embodiment of all that you dream of, so that you can have the life that is truly aligned with you rather than something that's been dictated to you. A big piece in Voice of the Goddess is DNA regeneration. So I'm also a practitioner in this, and I work on taking you into these beautiful journeys where you yourself are speaking the regeneration process with me, and you are altering your inner world from the DNA. It's very, very powerful. I've been working with this for the last decade now. So yeah, so that is, I think, it from me. Lots of essential oils for those of you that love essential oils. Cacao ceremony, teas and elixirs. There are beautiful ebooks in there to help you set up your altars at home, and for those of you that want to create more of a haven of bliss and a sanctuary at home, there are beautiful devotionals you can partake in. We enter a really beautiful devoted space of prayer and meditation, and bringing through beautiful love and healing transmissions. Yeah, I'm not sure what else to say. Do you have any questions at all? Is there anything you would like to ask? I think some of you are really keen to learn about this while we have like the early bird price on it, particularly at this moment till tomorrow night. We have the beautiful Black Friday, but I've called it a gratitude offering or a gratitude bundle. And the early bird price for Voice of the Goddess for the full 6 months is $1,888. So pretty much a bargain. So what I've done for gratitude offering is I have reduced that again and made it $1,500. And I've put in there that you will also receive 1 year with me in my beautiful full moon portal called Frequency. We gather together as close to the full moon as possible every single month, and we engage in beautiful meditations and devotions and different rituals and celebration of that time and that highly magnetized, amplified time of her lunation. And then I also have in there I think like a group session for those that are joining in on that $1,500 price, like a channeling session, so you get a chance to feel what the Akashic Records are like and to prepare you for Voice of the Goddess. So there's lots of goodies in there. So we have $1,500 that you can pay up front or in a couple of installments, or we also have the extended payment plan over 8 payments, so that you've got a little more time to pay her off if you need that. And this offer lasts until my tomorrow night, so Friday night. Yeah. And then she will go back to the amazing early bird price till the end of December. And then her full price will go up in January, which will be $2,222, which still is an outstanding price for a 6-month journey, learning to read your Akashic Records, your retreats in essential oils, and me sharing so much of that wisdom there, You make your own signature blends. It's a very, very powerful retreat. And also the chakras. There's lots I'm qualified in, and I share so much. I'm very liberal with everything I share with you all. Yeah. So I hope that has shared more for you about Voice of the Goddess. I would love to welcome you into this container. She completely lights me up. Voice of the Goddess is something that brings me so much joy. I have actually booked retreats for next year, in-person retreats in the UK, in England, for June. And I released them. I did a pre-release for the existing Voice of the Goddess women, and we sold out in 72 hours. I've got 4 spaces left to one and sold out completely on the other one, because I have 2 residential retreats. I also have day retreats in Avalon, which is modern day Glastonbury, and I'm currently creating a whole new residential retreat for the week before in June, in Glastonbury, Avalon. So getting in touch with that beautiful priestess energy, because so many people want to connect in real life now that we can. So I guess what I'm saying is Voice of the Goddess really opens up doorways for you to connect with incredible community and sisterhood, and also for you to come together in real life in these overseas retreats that I am beginning to hold again. I've been running retreats for over 20 years, maybe 25 years now. Yeah, actually, no, I'm going to be 48. So I started like when I was about 22. So yeah, maybe that's right, about 25 years running retreats. So for those that don't know me, I am my original qualifications are in psychology. So I was a practicing psychologist for a while there. Very integrative, holistic therapist. I have lots of qualifications, but most prominently that I work with now is my clinical aromatherapy, spiritual aromatherapy, breath work, meditation, DNA practitioner, and of course Akashic record clearing and reading. Yeah, so there'll be you'll receive lots of kind of, we'll call it training, but really you know it, and I'm helping you to remember it and to reclaim it, and just to go into those deeper layers, deeper releases. With the DNA regeneration, you can release trauma in a very soothing way, actually, so that you're not having to relive every moment of the trauma. You're actually going in and rewiring the DNA to work with that and release it. Same with lineage work. Yeah. So any other questions? Let me just give you a moment to let me know if you have any other questions. Please let me know. And you can also reach out to us at the email that you were all given. We'll send this recording out to you so that you can touch base with us. For those that are ready, we'll pop the link in as well to remind you. Please claim your place for the $1,500. I would love, dearly love, to welcome you into Voice of the Goddess for 2023. And to have you journey into those places with us. And of course, if you're interested in in-person retreats, let us know as well. We can let you know once we have the details for the new retreats out. Yeah. Well, if there are no other questions, thank you. Thank you for taking the time to come on this beautiful discovery call. And I am here for any other questions. Feel free to email them to us. And hopefully I will see you in Voice of the Goddess 3.0. This is her 3rd iteration, and I'm so excited for how she will be, what she will feel like, because as I evolve, she evolves. And as I learn new things, I bring that all to Voice of the Goddess. So my current trainings all go into it and weave into it as well. So yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. Namaste. Stay blessed, and I love you all dearly. Thank you.